It is ultimately important for you to look at your goals, truly what you want to do in your life, and then look at the people who you spend the most time with in your life and figure out if that lines up.
All right, what's happening, guys? It is Friday, February 28th, 2020, which means that today is the second last day of the month of February already. Good news is we all get a bonus day tomorrow for leap year. And it also means that we got just 307 days left in 2020 to make the very best of 2020, make 2020 the very best year of your life. So the topic of today's show, guys, is using pain and adversity to elevate your life. You know, I think that we all love watching stories, those stories of pain and adversity, because we all see the potential in the end of the story, right? So the journey of watching that comeback is, for me, it's the single most important thing, because it's always reminding me of the hope that we all need to keep pushing through the things that happen in our lives. And so, I've been watching the show American Idol, which is actually one of my favorite TV shows for a multitude of reasons. And I want to share with you a story that I came across from watching one of those shows. And I watch American Idol for a couple of reasons. Number one, I'm a music lover, right? So being a music lover, I think that music just, calms the soul in the times where we need it the most. But number two, I love watching the stories of these people who were previously unknown take a chance on themselves and take a chance on their dreams and end up known almost instantly by millions and millions of people through that American Idol platform, right? So I wanted to share with you guys a story here that I think identifies perfectly with the title of this show, which is using pain and adversity to elevate your life. So I want to share with you the story and the talent of a guy named Jovan Webb, who was on American Idol this season, 2020. And I think that you guys will really enjoy this story. So I'm going to play for you guys his audition video from American Idol here. So stay tuned here. So I want you guys to, first of all, man, I've watched that video a bunch of times. And man, I get the chills every single time watching that young man tell his story. And watching him talk about his mother, and having that person in your life that truly, the thing that stands out to me the most is having that person that truly loves you, like truly, no matter what, that person is all in for you. That just gets me every time, right? And I just think about in my own life those moments of pain, those moments of adversity, those moments of times when I thought everything was wrong. And everybody has been through that in some way, shape, or form in their own life. Maybe you're going through it now. And the reality is this: it's in those moments of pain and adversity that we have the ability to turn that into something incredibly special in our lives. And I want you to think about how that young man has leveraged the worst pain in his life of losing his mother unexpectedly, which is even worse, to turn that into something that he could share with not only share with the world, but also keep his mother's spirit alive doing it. And, what we all go through in life is pain and adversity. And if you're a person that maybe has been told or thinks that there are some people that don't, or that some people somehow have it better than you do, that you're alone in going through these pains and these times of struggle, you're just simply incorrect. That's not how it works. No one is protected from those pains of life. It's how we decide to process that pain that will matter the most, and that will change the trajectory of your life, that will allow you to reach new heights, new levels that you never thought possible. And I want to share with you guys some of that for me. So my grandfather died back in 1992 when I was 13 years old. And that pain, he passed away unexpectedly in his early 60s, which, at that age, I really didn't understand what that means. But if you would imagine somebody today passing away in their early 60s that was completely healthy, it's a shock to a lot of people. And for me, it was a really big shock because, I was an athlete. I was playing baseball. I had a lot going on in my life, and I was really close to my grandparents, but specifically, talking today about my grandfather. And, when he passed away, it just kind of left this hole. It left this hole with somebody who really, truly believed in me, that I felt this like different connection with, somebody that really drove me to do a lot of things better in my life. And so, I can tell you guys that I still use that pain. I still use that loss. I still use that belief that he had that I felt like I lost. I still use it as fuel today. And I wanted to show you guys, this is something that I carry in my wallet. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but my grandfather, when he passed away, he had 2 4-leaf clovers in, the old school, picture things that people used to have in their wallets that they would keep, like wallet-sized pictures. He had 2 4-leaf clovers in there, and he always believed that, these 4-leaf clovers would bring him good luck. And what I just showed you is something that I carry in my wallet to this day. And in those moments where I have struggles and I doubt myself and, I go through tough times, I literally every once in a while will pull that out in my truck and or sitting at my desk here. And I'll hold that, and I literally can feel that energy. I can feel that belief, and I can feel that pain that I have. And it drives me, to this day, it drives me to make a difference and to want to make him proud and to want to do for the world what I maybe feel like the world would have gotten from him, and that was cut short. And I tell you that story, guys, because everybody has something in their life that they can relate to that. Something that, maybe there's a hole from. Maybe something that you wish was different. And the reality of those situations for your life is that you can utilize that as fuel. You can utilize that pain as leverage to make you want to be better. It does not have to send you backwards. It can absolutely propel you forward. And that example for you guys that I just used of my grandfather is just one of many that I have in my life that are really like, I feel like they're open wounds that will never heal. But what I know for sure is that I would not be anywhere near where I am in my life if I didn't use those pains or those losses as fuel to propel myself forward. And so I want you guys to think about that video. If you guys didn't get to catch the whole thing of what I just played, of that man from, I think he's from Louisiana, that was on American Idol, go back and watch it and really process that and look at how that young man was able to use that pain to drive him, and then using his son as leverage of how he wanted to make his life better. And we all have those things in our lives that have the ability to either drag us back or propel us forward. And I would tell you guys that those things in your life will be the pivotal things that drive you to new levels that you cannot reach by yourself. And I think, again, I say this all the time, but it takes that quiet time in your life to be able to process those things, to really gain the perspective that you need to be able to drive yourself through anything. And, yesterday we just had a situation in our business that could have been viewed as a setback, but we processed that as a team that fast and figured out how to use that as energy to propel us forward, to refocus us, to see the lesson and move forward positively. And so rewatch that video if you guys didn't get to see it, and really process it and think about those things in your life that maybe you still view them as pain, but the reality in your own life is that pain can be your greatest gift. And that pain provides you a gift to keep those people. If it's somebody that you miss, like for me, my grandfather, every time that I'm able to use that as fuel in my life, it brings me closer to those days where I felt that love and I felt that energy and I felt, everything that he brought to my life. I feel that again in an instant when I'm able to get back there. And so I wanted to share that lesson with you guys. I wanted to share, I watch these shows and I love to watch shows like that of people moving forward, of people getting a chance in their life, of pursuing their dreams and putting themselves out there, because many times what you guys will see, the most popular stories on those shows, the most popular things that we are driven to watch in our lives, that we feel that connection to, it's because of some adversity in the story that connects us magnetically to those stories. And so think about that in your own life. What are those things? And use that as the fuel to propel you forward. So I'm wishing you guys an incredible rest of the day on Friday. Please share this out if you feel like there's somebody that could benefit from this message. I know that people in our industry, in the construction industry, in the asphalt paving and concrete world, we go through a lot of adversity, right? And we have a lot of things that we have to deal with. And, learning how to process that, really gain the perspective and using that as fuel is something that has really helped me in my life, and I hope that it helps you in yours. So with that said, guys, I'm going to get back to work here. I appreciate you guys spending 20 minutes here of your Friday morning with me, and I hope this message helped you guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Love you guys. See you on Monday.